January 25th. Finally getting a little bit of snow. Look at my friends are here. So beautiful on the trees. Anyway, reflecting because I was a little off today, but of course the Schumann resonance chart has been down off a lot of websites. I don't know, maybe that's just another indication that we can't rely on those systems that have been in place, that have been in control of giving that data, right? But just knowing that I was feeling a little bit off today, a little headachy. Wow. Just wow. Look at this, you guys. I'm taking a second walk today, so I'm taking you with me, but it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. It's magical, right? Gaia, Earth. Yes, very typical to have snow this time of year for me, but we just got a really good blanket. And it feels like a blanket. It feels comforting. So I was wondering, because I was watching a recent video that I shared on my Telegram channel about the 7.83 hertz, and because the planet's frequency is changing, I'm just wondering what we anchor to. Because, they say it's directly affiliated with our alpha brain waves. So a lot of people are feeling, the anxiousness and stuff, and that's quite common for me, but for a lot of people that are experiencing it, anxiety, jittery, headaches, most typically a lot of people don't understand like anxiety and the nervous system and the vagus nerve. Look at this, just look. Look at, I don't care what season, there's something to say about each season being symbolic. This is a season of rest, with it being in the winter, right? No matter what hemisphere you're in, summer in the southern, right? So it balances out the planet. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but well, we have all planets direct now, so yeah. I'm just reflecting and going, well, we got to always anchor to the earth, no matter what the frequency change is, right? So full circle, my question in my mind was, well, if the standard and the average of the Schumann is not 7.83 hertz anymore, then our best bet would be just to get outside, right? And ground to whatever she is putting off. Isn't it crazy that each planet pulsates a different frequency? We have a frequency here, the planet, and then the aura around the planet. That's how I look at it. Each planet has one. So what makes ours unique? And then here she is. Isn't it beautiful? Just look at that. Regardless, getting my electrolytes up I did feel better. Yes, a little bit off today, but I think that's to be expected because we're all still shifting and changing, and we're going to continue to do that. Apparently, I was reading last night that we are just in the small portion of the photon belt, and we have a lot of years to go in that. So new frequencies and new energies coming through with that photon belt, and we're just in the beginning of it. Can you imagine? So beautiful on the trees. That's my favorite part about it. Winter lasts a long time in my state, but each time we get a fresh snow, there's just a beauty in it. It's really pretty. It's very grounding and very comforting, actually. It is a purifier, even though it's more in the frozen state. It's still a water, it's still a cleansing. Just a different type. It feels so good. There's pieces of it falling off the Trees on my face. Yeah, our bodies are requiring a lot of sleep right now too. And then the weird part is awake at night. I noticed my husband was tossing and turning again last night. And then daytime really sleepy. So it's so weird. I don't know the scientific of that. I'm just feeling into it, and that's because we're all shifting and changing. It is so magical. Let me see if I can. Let me wait. I'll get up here by my big pine tree. Got a little bridge here that I walk over. I don't know if you can even see it because this has been my new walking trail. It's fabulous. Don't even have to leave my land. It's the best. Just sharing today. Again, all planets direct, so I feel it. I can feel the energy. I mean, a lot of them, Uranus and Mercury probably are still in their shadow retrograde, but starting to be more future thinking, like what I want to do to have more peace in my life and how you adapt. I think that's one thing that a lot of us are really reflecting on, is how to keep adapting to the changing times and not be swallowed up by the tsunami of bullshit, right? And then on top of that, isn't that beautiful? Changing our frequencies, changing our brain waves. I didn't know it was the alpha brain wave that's directly correlated with the Schumann resonance of the Earth, 7.83 hertz. And then with all the fake technology too, we have to adjust and assimilate to that. I was talking about this on one of my videos before, of we have to make sure we're eating anti-inflammatory foods and teas and stuff because of the satellites and 5G and all the technology, because the bees, everything's being affected. And I know many of you guys heard of the whales that keep beaching themselves over the past, I don't know how many years. They navigate by the magnetics. So do the birds, right? In migration. So it only makes sense that it affects all of us. So here's another trail we have. My husband's good about it. We've been here for, I don't know, since 2012. We got a lot. It's always a work in progress when you have your own land, but I'm so thankful for it. So yeah, trying to figure out how we're going to navigate these energies and keep shifting and adjusting to them. And then what do we anchor to, right? So I guess the best bet is whatever the planet's frequency is for the day, to anchor into that. But at the same time, when you feel that nervous system being tested, I mean, not only is it being tested by the frequency and the solar mass ejections and the solar flares and the different energies of the photon ball, but it's also being tested from how our society is. And we're in a collapse, right, of the old structures. And it's hard for people when they wake up and realize, like, holy shit, we've all been enslaved by these systems that did not have our best interest, whether it be what's in our food, the government, schooling, whatever, So this is my reflections. And you know what? This is probably the best I've felt all day. And I've been outside. I walked this morning too, but this evening feels a little bit more chilled. So we'll see. The energy's definitely flux, pretty rapid. Like 1 minute you'll be in peace and harmony and just feeling on top of the world, and the next thing you go, what is going on? So it's definitely rapidly changing. And then I'll be coming on and sharing more. I didn't even do a video on the Aquarian new moon. So Aquarius new moon at the early degrees, Aquarian being the water bear air sign. So being innovative, being creative, not being scared to be the rebel, and also keeping the collective in mind. So that'd be our best bet. And then the ruling planet Uranus went direct, I think the day after the new moon or something like that. So a forward momentum on, I think, where we're going to be as a collective. I think many of us are reflecting on that. Where are we going to go? Where are we headed as a society? And because Aquarian energy can also, and the Uranus energy can be about AI, just making sure that we're not leaving behind our authenticity and not biting the apple of technology. So somebody's beeping. Much love to you guys. Shalom.